Hello and welcome to Sported. I'm Shane and it's the news that we've all been waiting for. It's the Premier League fixture list for the new season 2025-26. Time to get very excited, and now we know who our teams will be playing for the first round and throughout the season as well. So let's take a look at the fixtures. So to kick things off, my team Friday the 15th of August is the champions. It's Liverpool against Bournemouth at 8 o'clock Friday night, and that is live on Sky Sports. So, yeah, that's going to be a tough one. All the games are tough these days, aren't they? And let's see how Liverpool do against Bournemouth. Bournemouth, of course, had a great season, but looks like most of their team is being sold. They're being gutted, aren't they? And also, clubs looking at their manager as well. So Kirkes might be off to Liverpool. You've got Howson off to Real Madrid, and their centre-back might be off to Milan, I believe. So let's see what happens there. Let's see if Bournemouth have got some serious work to do with the recruitment. Liverpool, we'll get on to the transfer news in just a second. So some big news there as well, and potentially huge for Liverpool. So Friday 15th is the first game there. Saturday 16th of August, you've got 12:30. The early kickoff is, love this as well, Aston Villa against Newcastle United. That is live on TNT Sports, 12:30. Great game, get me very excited. There's already some crackers. And then you've got the 3 o'clock kickoffs is Brighton against Fulham. You've got Nottingham Forest home to Brentford. Sunderland, newly promoted, starting off their season at home to West Ham. And Tottenham Hotspur with Thomas Frank newly appointed. He's home to newly promoted Burnley as well, who hardly conceded a goal, or didn't last season. So let's see how they do now they've been promoted back to the Premier League. And the evening kickoff is Wolverhampton Wanderers against Manchester City. And of course that is live on Sky Sports, 5:30. So that's your Saturday fixtures. Then going on to Sunday, 2 games. You've got Chelsea against Crystal Palace, live on Sky Sports, of course, at 2. And then at 4:30, you've got Manchester United, huge game against Arsenal. Some absolutely cracking games to start the season off. I'm getting very excited now talking about it. I can't wait. And of course, that is on Sky Sports as well. And then going into Monday, just to round things off for match week 1 at 8 o'clock, we've got newly promoted, another good game, Leeds United against Everton, and that is live on Sky Sports as well. So looking at the fixtures, the standout fixture for me is the first game, Liverpool-Bournemouth, the champions at home. Always good to start your season at home. And then you've got some cracking games, haven't you? You've got Manchester United, that jumps out straight away. Man United against Arsenal on Sunday at 4:30. And then you've got Villa against Newcastle. So some cracking games there. It'll be interesting to see how the newly promoted teams do, of course, especially with the last season, all 3 promoted teams being relegated. Are they going to buck the trend? Are they going to go big in the transfer market? You know, it's going to be very interesting because the gulf seems to be getting bigger. It's really difficult to bridge that gap between the Championship and the Premier League. So it'll be very, very interesting to see. A lot of clubs going big already. You've got Liverpool spending already, Manchester City spending already, Chelsea, well, no doubt they'll spend, Man United as well. Will Arsenal go big as well on a striker? So we'll get into that just in a second. But yeah, very exciting. Friday the 15th of August cannot come quick enough, can it? I know we've got an exciting transfer window, but man, I love football. Bring it. Hurry up. And we've obviously got the Women's Euros on in the summer, but there's no big tournament, men's tournament to look forward to. So we'll see. So we'll have to just grin and bear it till the 15th of August, but very exciting. Those games coming up. And now let's get on to Thursday's transfer gossip. There's lots of things going on, lots of clubs being linked with players. And we're starting off with Victor Gyökeres. He's rejected talks with Sporting Lisbon as he tries to force through a move. And there's a few clubs going for him, isn't there? They've got Arsenal and Manchester United. So he's refused to have clear the air talks with Sporting and threatened to go on strike. as he tries to force through a move. And apparently he's favouring a move to Arsenal over Manchester United. No-brainer. Man United are a mess. So we'll see what happens there. And Newcastle want to sign England forward Marcus Rashford on loan, but Man United would prefer offloading the 27-year-old on a permanent basis. I think it's done there, isn't it? I think it's done. He can't really go back. He's burnt bridges. It hasn't worked out. It's gone stale. It's gone a bit toxic. I can't see a way back. He's fallen out with Amorim. I don't think, for both parties, for him as well to kickstart his season or re-kickstart his career. Even though it went okay at Aston Villa, but I don't see him going to Aston Villa, even though he's available for 40 million, I believe. So we'll see. It's a shame because on his day, he's a really good player. I wouldn't say he's a great player. I think sometimes he's overhyped, but he needs to be playing football every week, and he needs to get that hunger and desire back into his game. There's a lot of off-the-field activity that may have sidetracked him, but you don't want him to go down the same path as Dele Alli, which is a real shame to see what's happened to Dele Alli. And it's Marcus needs to be careful, doesn't he? He might end up going down the same route as Dele Alli if he doesn't choose the right next move. So let's see. Could be Villa, could be Newcastle. Definitely shouldn't be Manchester United. I think that ship has sailed. Now, obviously, I'm getting very excited about this one. Liverpool are prepared to break the British transfer record, which is currently Moses Caicedo, 115 million. It might be Florian Wirtz when all of the add-ons are activated for his deal, obviously going to Liverpool as well. But yeah, Liverpool in for Isak. He is the dream signing, isn't he? And I can't believe Liverpool are finally going this big. It's never been their business model up until now to go big on transfers. It's always to buy 30, under 25, 30, 40, 50 million pound bracket, but to go 100 million plus twice in one transfer window shows it's a real statement, isn't it? And clearly they maybe had this in mind by not going big in the previous transfer window, saving it up for this one, the money they've won this year with the Champions League run and also winning the Premier League. There's obviously a lot of money to be spent and they're going big and they're strengthening from a position of strength, which is very exciting and nice to see, refreshing, because Man City are going big. Chelsea will no doubt spend, Arsenal will spend, and so will Manchester United. So we can't sit on the laurels. You have to keep strengthening and get rid of the players that aren't, the peripheral, the deadwood as you call it, and reinvest that money. And it looks like they are. And if we can get a transfer window of Frimpong, Kirkes, Isak, and Wirtz, we are cooking. So it's very exciting times for Liverpool and Liverpool fans at the moment. So watch this space. Moving on to Fulham. Fulham have rejected a £26 million offer with a further £6 million in add-ons from newly promoted Leeds for Rodrigo Muniz, the 24-year-old Brazilian striker. So that's a big bid as well, isn't it, to turn down. So we'll see. He obviously did a good season last season with Fulham. Looks a good player, so I can see why Leeds are going for him. But that's a lot of money to turn down. And he wasn't always a starter, was he? It was the Mexican striker, wasn't it? So let's see what happens there with Fulham. But they're looking to spend as well. And also secondly, going on to Fulham again. But Fulham are also considering a move for 22-year-old PSV Eindhoven and USA striker Ricardo Pepe, who is being monitored by several Spanish and Italian clubs, and that's from Fabrizio Romano. And news from the Arsenal camp, you've got Miles Lewis-Skelly is close to signing a new contract. There's no surprise there, and will make him one of the best paid young players in the world, and he is up for Young Player of the Year, so no surprise there. He's broken into the Arsenal team, broken into the England team, had a really good season. He looks the real deal. He's only 18. He looks quality, doesn't he? So we'll see. A very well-deserved new contract there. Chelsea, here we go. Of course, bit of Chelsea news. It wouldn't be a window without Chelsea moving and shaking. So Chelsea retain an interest in England midfielder Morgan Rogers. I can't see this one happening. That would be crazy, wouldn't it, for Villa to let him go? Should Aston Villa be open to selling him? The only reason I can see Villa selling him is because of the PSR. The PSR rules where they've overspent and they have to, otherwise they get fined. But that would be criminal. Of all players, you can't be letting probably your best player, one of your best players, leave, and that certainly is Morgan Rogers. So, yeah, I can't see him leaving. It wouldn't be a good move for him. Don't go to Chelsea. It's an absolute nightmare there, isn't it? So let's see. Villa are, however, willing to sell Emi Buendia, who is decent but not in the first team, so that makes much more sense, and are open to the idea if they receive a bid in excess of 20 million. That I could see happening. Makes much more sense from Aston Villa's point of view. Chelsea again have made initial contact with Brighton over 23-year-old Brazil striker João Pedro, who is also wanted by Newcastle. Now, might that be because Liverpool are tapping up Isak possibly there? So that might be the link, which could be very exciting for Liverpool fans. Chelsea have held further talks with West Ham about Ghana midfielder Mohamed Kudus. Really good player, I like him. But are prioritising a move for Dortmund's 20-year-old English winger Jamie Gittins. That's from The Guardian. I'm not seeing too much about Jamie Gittins, but he's highly rated, so we'll see about that. Brentford have put a £50 million price tag on 28-year-old Johan Visser, who also had a great season. Poor Brentford, they're being gutted as well, aren't they? Looks like Mbomo's leaving and Visser will leave, and Thomas Frank's gone to Tottenham. So it's going to put a real test on their recruitment again, see what manager they get in and see how they can replace these players. It looks like they be on the move as well. So very interesting. It's all starting to hot up. The transfer window's looking like it's going to be a lot of money spent again. No clubs seem to be resting on their laurels, and it looks like the big clubs are going big again. So very exciting times in the transfer window, and all leading to a very exciting new season with those fixtures. So what do you think? Are you happy with your clubs, what they're doing in the transfer window and the players they're linked with? Very exciting times, big money to be spent, and stay tuned for my next video. Thank you. Take care.